Hello there.
Hello.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh, right.
Yay, you're with
It's
Jason.
Scary. Scary.
Not so scary.
I don't like that movie.
I'm Captain America.
How are you? How are you? It's been a little while. Yeah, where are we, babe? We're out in a beautiful mountain somewhere.
We are in Santa Monica Mountains. I think it's called the Backbone Trail. I'll give you a little look around here. Over yonder, that pass mountain right over there is the ocean, but you can't see it because it's kind of foggy up in here. But it's
Wave coming in.
quite a trail. Little chemtrails.
Oh, they add a little mystery, right?
We decided to get on the land, walk upon her, sing upon her, have a little lunch.
You should have just heard us. We were actually singing to I Just Can't Stop Loving You by Michael Jackson. We were creating a duet. It's going to be epic and full of love.
Yeah, today has been a golden day. I woke up, as we usually do when we wake up, we talk about our dreams. And Heather gifted me with a couple golden jewelry pieces that she found in some plastic jewelry. And she's like, I found treasures. Here you go. I think one of them had a dragon on it.
My dream was about a graduation we were in. Perhaps they were related. We do that from time to time.
The graduation ceremony of Star Wars has come in quite a few times. Where Luke is wearing, I think it's a gold leather jacket. And C-3PO is nice and shiny and gold. And it's just a royal court. Are you embracing your royalty? You're royal.
Your divine royalty. It's time. It's time.
We just wanted to bring you up on the mountaintop.
You know what I wanted to talk a little bit about was grace.
We miss Grace.
We miss grace. No, actually, we have so much grace.
I put my teeth.
Right.
Like, well, I didn't even check my teeth. Grace.
Grace, grace, God's grace. We live in the temple of grace. We are living with buckets and buckets of grace. We were walking up and I was thinking about what is required to experience grace. What is it? How does it descend upon a life? And I was just thinking about how forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness, is the door to experience grace. Knowing that every moment, if there's forgiveness, no matter what, there's grace. And grace changes everything. It erases the past, even the past moment. It allows vision for the next moment. Brings harmony, clarity. How about you, babe? What do you have to say about grace?
I love Grace.
We have Jasmine Grace too.
I love Grace. I remember growing up in the Christian paradigm, in the traditional Christian paradigm, because we live in a Christian paradigm.
We certainly do. The deepest kind.
But grace, I don't know if I truly understood grace, you know, as much as I understand grace today. You know, that when you realize that there is nothing that can ever separate you from your Creator, your source, God, Goddess, Mother, Father, the Alpha and the Omega. That when you know that you are eternally one with it, and it is for you, no matter what you do, no matter what you think, you little schmutz.
You little schmutz.
Hopefully you have grace for me right now. That Thy grace is sufficient for thee. I remember growing up with that.
It's a biggie. The other one I can think of when you just were talking about nothing can separate us is nothing can separate us from the love of God in Christ. And that has such a different meaning now.
Yeah.
Knowing that we are the Christ, there is never any separation.
And when you're cut off from your Christ self, it feels like hell.
It sucks.
You see everything really wonky.
Yeah.
God, you're a light.
And when you're in a mirror relationship, it's double hell. Hi, mirror.
Hi. That's a whole nother video about
those
mirroring.
Those are the moments that it's like, ooh.
Yeah. I'm a good-looking woman, aren't I?
I am so hot as a man.
There's a crow up there above us. We came up here and there was a beautiful condor saying hello. But grace changes everything, and that's what we've experienced. And grace is, we kept saying buckets and buckets of grace. And, and as Heather said, forgiveness is what opens those doors, but it opens that door to receptivity. Because the infinite presence of God, Goddess, is always pouring through, no matter what. And it's grace that opens those doors to your heart, that opens and floods you. And we are experiencing so much grace. We say yes to grace. We love grace. Grace is the radiation energy that emanates from us on a consistent basis.
And, the thing I think it's easy for us to sometimes forget, especially as givers and people that are driven to serve, a lot of, whatever we call ourselves, light workers, or, people on this divine path of just surrender to God. The self-forgiveness is the biggest doorway to grace, and sometimes that's the one we forget. We are about serving and giving and learning and taking in knowledge and then giving our knowledge and our wisdom, and there's those pockets in our places where we haven't really experienced grace. We haven't forgiven ourselves so that grace might descend and clear our own mind, our own heart. We can't really give it to each other or anybody else if we haven't had it ourselves.
Grace upon those that disagree with you too. Grace for those that see something different than you.
Yeah.
Which is, there's 7 billion plus people on this planet. We're all unique emanations, fractalizations of the one. Chances are there's going to be people that see life through a different lens than you, and having the grace to celebrate where you're similar and embrace. Grace is what allows that. Grace is what allows us to yield. Grace is what allows us to connect. So, a little bit about grace. So we wish you a beautiful rest of your day.
We love you. Oh, I see the bird flying by. So awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, glory.
Any song?
You do song?
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
I'm surrendered to your grace. I surrender to your grace. I surrender to your grace. I surrender to your grace. Divine Mother prepares my table. Divine Mother serves my meal. Divine Mother gives so freely. Divine Mother loves with zeal.